University, and with me, Ms. Prisha, the module instructor. All right, we are talking about here the refining intervention treatment. It's more look at petroleum kind of thing, but actually it's more to tackle the issue in mathematics. Okay. In Asia Pacific universities, the population of the students normally in a class we divided to two categories from international, which is almost 60, and Malaysia 40%. This is the norm for almost every modules in Asia Pacific universities. Since this, the entry qualifications for international students come from various kind of entry qualifications. We got OSMAT, we got A levels, we got Cambridge, UK Foundation. In fact, for Malaysian students, we have diploma students, STPM students, UEC students, and foundation from various institutes around the country. All right. What happened is the population naturally divided to three main categories, which is the premium one, the good one, the high performance, the average, and the poor performance. What worrying me as the head of center of teaching and learning and also head of schools, the, 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 pers- the percentage of the weight color, the low performance is high. And usually the failure rate for mathematics module in Asia Pacific is almost 20 to 25%. One quarter of them fail. And according to our analysis, we see the issue is not the teaching, it's the fundamental knowledge is missing. The students does because the various entry qualification, the standard of mathematics, the emphasis for each skills are different. So we have seen what other institutes are doing. They're doing preparatory courses, the courses before, some special courses. But we thought we should tackle there and on the spot what are the skills are required for that each module, and it's unique according to modules. And here we're talking about mathematical concept of computing. And so we're wondering what the intervention plan, the suitable intervention plan. So we're thinking whether to have it separately before the semesters or during the semesters. So we are trying to think about that. And here the ideas comes. We look at the refinery intervention treatment. So we could tackle that as long the modules runs throughout the 14 weeks. So what we did is, when the population naturally generated three clusters. So we took the low performance as the crude members, and the average are regular, and the good one is the premium members. By using these naturally generated clusters, we use them. We utilize the premium members to help the crude members to achieve a certain level. What we are looking into it, we are looking the premium members to use their skills and knowledge to help the students, especially the crude members, to mastery all the fundamental best mathematics skills for them to follow the normal class as usual. So what we have, this is an adaptation of the class-wide peer tutoring. But the slight difference here is, in class-wide peer tutoring, each members are contribute equally. In this case, what we did is, for each group, we appoint a premium member, top there, green color, and 3 crude members. When this is going to happen is, the classes go as usual, 2 lectures hours and 1 tutorial, and we have additional 2 hours for this intervention. Almost 100 students participate. The total of this cohort is 270 plus, and 100 students participate, with 25 from premium members and 75 from the crude members. What happened when we create this group, and every week 2 hours from week 3 for 10 weeks, we do this exercise. Whatever they learn in the lecture, whatever they learn in the tutorial, they emphasize in this class. But when they emphasize in skill, that we're not talking about what been taught. We're talking what are the skills are required. The basic skills are missing, so students can't follow the lecture. So the premium members help that. Why premium members help? Why not the lecturers? Because the time. Because each students have different weakness. Some can't do factorization, some can't even do basic algebra, some can't even express in algebraic. And even some are really weak, even they can't solve fraction questions. So these premium members help them. And where is my role? Where is her role as a lecturer? We facilitate. Our role is facilitate. We are there in the class, the 2 hours class, we facilitate. And before that, all the premium members are given a good briefing, what They don't take the role of teachers. They don't take the role of lecturers. They are peer members who are there to help them to acquire the fundamental skills. They are their roles. And they successfully do it or no? So we look in. So in this program, we have objectives, 6 objectives. The main one, we try to transform these good members to the mainstream. So mean they become the regular members or the premium members. The next, we're going to enhance the students' understanding of teaching learning. How are they going to enhance? If they acquired the fundamental skill and easier for them to follow the teaching and learning of the actual course and improve the learning outcome or all pictures. And of course, the motivation as well. If students can't solve, they feel down and they don't have motivation to study further. First week, they can't understand anything. Second week, don't understand. Third week, they're gone. So what we do, we improve them. And of course, without realizing, we thought that, oh, we managed to develop a learning community. Everyone now communicate each other. It's not like the premium, the good one is on the different clusters and the poor one which is isolated. No, because of this, everyone communicate and they communicate well. And we see the social interaction. The social learning theories are good there. And those who are in premium members, we develop their leadership quality as well. And what's the impact? All right, we have 4 stages. The first one, we did the formative assessment at week 2. And the formative assessment, we found out 27.7% of the students have at the risk of fail the module. Then, after we ran this program for 3 weeks, we did another stage, another assessment, summative assessment, test 1, where we found 11.8. We managed to reduce the potential of failure to 11.8. And then we ran for another 3 weeks, and we did another summative assessment, test 2, and we managed to reduce it to 8.8. But and finally, at test 3, we managed to bring 4.4. But to be honest, these numbers are not only from the CRUD members. At stage 1, when the CRUD members are being promoted to regular, same time, the regular members was demoted to this group. It's a two-way. It's not, we are trying to improve, it's not like the CRUD members are improving, the regular members are, no. The regular members, maybe the formative assessment does not manage to identify few other skills. So when we did the test, those who need help, we put them back, we pull them from the regular members to the CRUD. Do that. Okay, so again, the next was the motivation. So we did a survey to 100 students. We did a survey separately. We did the survey separately, one for the premium members, 25, and 75 students for the CRUD members through Google Doc. And we did 13 survey questions separately. And we found out 75 of the students participate actively. What the rest of 25, are they not? No, they just put neutral. They just agree. The rest are strictly agree. And 80% of the members enjoy learning and wanted to improve their result. These are motivation we're looking at. But of course, this is done at the end of the semesters, not during. Next, developing learning communities. So one of the survey questions we asked, using this method, do you find the environment of learning is excited? Do you want this kind of environment to be adapted in other modules? And the CRUD member says 85% that's agreed. Why? But the other 15%, why they don't want to be excited about it? Because we kind of force them to attend this. 85, of course, we can't make 100% transform overnight. That's the reality. So 85% yes. They say yes, we want it. And they said, yes, Mr. Raja, we want it to adapt it in different modules. 50% are quite on it. 100% of those premium members agreed. Sir, this helped us a lot. But you are wondering why the premium members are excited about this. Because in fact, they are helping others. What they said is, the next, the first two is for the CRUD members. They say they understand better this way, because they have peer to help them to teach the fundamental skills, to learn the actual course method. And this way is useful for learning. The blue one from the premium members, they said, if I go there and teach, I can consider the learning. Okay, so it saves costs because you use the existing resources, the students, we save time, lecturer don't need to teach for each individual students. Resources, internal, that's what private universities are concerned. And retention rate, managers are happy because the number of students progress is good. From 25%, we managed to make 4% of failure. Thank you very much.
Your doctor, Mr. Raja. Okay, Mr. Raja, what is the uniqueness of your approach in mixing this student compared to other approaches that has similar approach as you in combining student who has good grades with low grades?
In a mixed ability classroom, sometimes the activities are based as what you say is we mix the good one and the poor one to help them. But there are more to what the activities based on the course material itself. Here the difference is we're looking at the fundamental mathematics skills required to learn this course. That's why we have separately out of the classroom. That's the main difference, because that means we make sure they master the fundamental skills before they join the actual class.
So in order to do that, how long does it take for them to achieve this? And this is to target a certain course, is it?
Yes.
So within this one semester,
Yeah.
how long does it take to get this done?
Okay. Actually, it says each learning skills or learning topics or subtopics taught in the lecture require different fundamental. So when for each week, the mastery levels of each skills are unique. So some students learn it in the 1 week itself, some students require more. So it varies. But we can't wait for the whole batch to master before we move on, because the semester have to move on.
All right, thank you, Mr. Raja, for your presentation. Just a few questions from me. Which learning outcome are you specifically targeting for this particular course? Which learning outcome? And the achievements of that learning outcome? And what about student learning time? How do you...
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Out of, I just put the question first. Okay, SLT, students learning time. We have 40 notional hours. This is 3 credit hours. All right. So apart of the face-to-face contact during the lectures and the lecturers and the students in the lectures and tutorial, this is apart from that. It won't be independent. It won't be. I won't call it as independent learning hours. This is more to guided learning hours. So guided learning hours, 2 hours per week for 10 weeks. So 20 hours was for each student. Okay. And for learning outcome, there are 2 learning outcomes. One, the students must able to apply the mathematical concepts
To the students. So there's a 2 hours, is a structured 2 hours, and it's incorporated into the student learning time. When you calculate the student learning time, it's already in there.
Yes, it's there.
Okay.
It's there. Okay, the 2 learning outcomes. One student is able to apply.
Can you use the mic?
Okay, sorry. Okay. The first learning outcome, students have to comprehend all the basic, the property of mathematical concept required in computing course, then the second one, they should able to apply the mathematical concepts in to solve problem related to mathematical computing. Yes. Okay. The assessment, when I say stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 1 is formative. Stage 1 is the assessment that been prescribed in the module descriptor. which was we mapped to CLOs and PLOs.
Okay, I have two concerns here.
Yeah. Concerns. Sorry, me.
One, you made a statement. You said lecturers do not need to teach. That was one of your last few statements.
Okay.
Okay, that is one. And I'm not sure if we can call this an innovation because peer group tutoring is nothing new, especially in school.
Correct.
If you remember from school days, you have what we call pengajaran rakan sebaya, which is peer teaching. You have mathematics clinic where you have students who are better teaching those that needs help. So what is so new about it? And applying this to higher education, in a higher education, we are thinking about pedagogy, getting students to be independent, to be self-directed, for them to be able to seek information on their own, looking for resources. Suddenly we have tuition, sort of a tutor for these students. So by the time they graduate in 4 years, they are still like waiting for someone to help them whenever they need help. So how do we groom these students to be independent learners?
All right. Okay, that's one by one. Okay, the first statement that I says lecturers don't need to teach, what I mean is lecturers don't need to teach the basic fundamental. Is this a high, as you say, this is a higher education. If I come to universities and I don't know how to do a fraction, we have cases from international students who are fractions involving algebra. We can't expect students, lecturers who are supposed to teach by number systems or logic gate in this thing to come and teach the fundamental of mathematics in the classroom. 271 there. One student don't understand algebraic expression, and I can't spend my time to teach that in the expenses of another 270 people. So that's why statement, why lecturers don't need to teach the fundamental skills. Second questions, what's so new about this? I've been taught for almost 25 years. Most of universities, students have lack of fundamental skills in mathematics. They did the mathematics persediaan, preparatory courses. Those who don't achieve in Malaysia 6 credit in maths, you go for 1 semester of mathematics persediaan. Lump together all the skills. That the innovation here is we teach the skills that are required for that learning process. For that week, what are the fundamental skills are required? And what make them cannot do the maths? I teach how to convert numbers. They can't do, they don't understand the concept of power. So what we do is the premium members teach them the concept of power. So they understand that. Then when they the class, they know what's binary, what's octagon, what is how to convert. That's the difference. Because I've been, and another case you says that what's so innovation about it? Mixed ability, yes, but that will be activity confined to the learning outcome, learning skills in the course. This is beyond that. People have been used a lot of methods, mathematical clinics. Students are students. If they're motivated enough to go and study themselves, and why I say they can be an independent learner. But what we see here, most of the students, those who are low achievers, they don't have the drive. They don't have the drive. They don't go and learn on their own. And we need to guide them. We need to hold them. But how long? As you say, not that until 4 years we're going to hold them. But this is the first year course, level 1, semester 1. So we teach them. That's why we develop the learning communities. When we develop the learning communities, they have a social network where whether they communicate online or through virtual, we leave it to them. We're not going to do this method until level 3 or level 4. This is method, they have potential. We adapted for diploma students as well because we think it's beneficial. Because I believe we managed to reduce 27.7% of failure to 4.4%. All this while, mathematical concept for computing, the failure is 25% to 20%. I just took over the school 1 year ago, and this is one of the main achievements I had. And these have potential. And these semesters, we adapted to few more courses. as a pilot, actually for diploma courses.